Overnight, the Trump administration announcing the U.S. military blew yet another alleged drug smuggling boat out of the water. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth sharing this video of the airstrike on social media, saying 3 narco-terrorists were killed. Hours earlier, he revealed a separate strike killed 2 other people. President Trump saying similar strikes could eventually happen on land.
We will hit them very hard when they come in by land. And they haven't experienced that yet, but now we're totally prepared to do that. We'll probably go back to Congress and explain exactly what we're doing when we come to the land.
The Trump administration has now announced 9 airstrikes against alleged drug boats since early September, killing at least 37 people. Most have been in international waters near Venezuela, but these latest strikes happened in the Eastern Pacific, not the Caribbean. Democrats in Congress are calling for hearings.
Why exactly are we using lethal force in an unprecedented way? There has been insufficient transparency and explanation. We don't even know exactly who is being hit.
Officials in the Dominican Republic say they did recover cocaine from one of the boats destroyed in an airstrike. But the Trump administration has not presented evidence there were drugs in all of the boats. Even some Republicans are questioning whether the strikes are legal.
The idea that they're coming here is like, it's a huge assumption, and really shouldn't you have to present some proof?
2 men survived one of the strikes last week, the U.S. Navy plucking them from the water, then moving them to Colombia and Ecuador. President Trump insists he's targeting cartels and the drugs they're smuggling into the U.S.
Every one of those boats that gets knocked out is saving 25,000 American lives, not to mention the torn up families all over the country.
Overnight, Colombia called on the U.S. to stop the airstrikes and to, quote, respect the norms dictated by international law. Meanwhile, President Trump and Secretary of State Marco Rubio are calling Colombia's president a lunatic and labeling drug traffickers the al-Qaeda of the Western Hemisphere. Craig?
And Gabe Gutierrez starting us off there in Washington. Gabe, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the most dangerous combat sport in the world, American politics. And what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at these airstrikes on these boats that are in the Caribbean, right? International waters. And the Trump administration seems to think that, you know what, killing these individuals is part of war, you know, being at war. This is not war. And so, you know, it's amazing how they keep thinking that they can keep using this excuse as, I guess, a drug war as being actually an actual war. That's not the case. Let's take a look at this vote, right? So the Trump announced that they blew up yet another boat in these waters, claiming that they were narco-terrorists, right? That killed 2 people. And the president is saying that these strikes can actually happen on land, right? And the president is saying this right now, you know, but this is what they're saying. They're totally prepared to going back to Congress to make this happen. 9 airstrikes against alleged drug boats, right? Killing 37 people. That's crazy. Now, international waters near Venezuela. And, you know, we know that the president wants to start a war with Venezuela, right? This is what this thing is all about, trying to start a war with Venezuela, right? So they don't even know who these people are that they're killing. Now, they're saying that they recovered some drugs from one boat, but all the boats are not being. In other words, they haven't confiscated drugs from every single boat that they have bombed. Right? This is crazy. 2 men recently in this video survived. There was another incident where 2 men survived and they still went ahead and killed them. So this is crazy. This is a war crime. this is not a situation where the Trump regime are legally able to do this. It's going to cause us a lot of problems, right? This is going to cause a lot of problems for Americans and America, okay? And so this is what's going on. So this is being reported by Today's Show. But there's more to this story that have not been kept coming. Now, listen, although there was a situation where this stuff is going on, I kind of paused from actually doing a story on this until we can get to the bottom of who is at fault. Because Hexteth is trying to toss a general underneath the bus, talking about, he stands by what the general did, right? As if Hexteth did not give the order for this to happen. So, this is the Trump regime is crumbling. This whole situation with these boats is going to cause a lot of problems with throughout internationally. It's going to cause a lot of problems for Americans, and trust and believe, this is going to be not forgotten. These people are not going to forget what just happened. He bombed. Remember that when he bombed Iran? That Iran situation, they have vowed to make sure that the United States pays for that situation. Okay, so this is what I got for tonight. Listen, stay tuned, right? Because we'll be coming at you with more news regarding this situation as it unfolds, and we find out who the players are behind this and where the blame should go, which, in my opinion, should be the Secretary, as they call it, of War. I'm Ted King, once again, coming with you with another video on the most dangerous combat sport in the world, American politics. We'll see you on the next one.